And we are live with a hard, random, fast Ganon seed or SMZ3. I'm KR. I'm back for a little bit. Big Mock will be joining me very shortly. But right now, everybody, I wish you all a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. As we get ready for this seed, we're about to start the race. And, yeah. We got Battle of Hyrule qualifiers happening right now for LOZ. So that's going to be a nice tournament from Speed Gaming as well. And the race will begin in 15 seconds. Good luck, have fun, racers. Today we got Aldecard 2004 and Freddy N3K. And we will be seeing all of you guys in chat whenever you pop up. So good luck, have fun, and let's get it. Race starts very, very soon in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alright, our race is starting. We have, as usual, we start in Super Metroid. In hard logic, we generally see two routes happen. Let's see, is this... Yeah, this is just a little bit of lag on the ends. That's fine, that happens. But you see generally at first, we go either straight to Hyrule or we take a look at the two items at the bottom of early Brinstar. It looks like Freddy's going straight to Hyrule. We're seeing a little bit of a lag spike. Give us a second, please. Sorry about that technical difficulties. And it looks like Heart Piece at Island, and both runners are in Hyrule. So what's in Link's house? 3 bombs. Those are going to be very useful for early Kakariko. And we now have... Yep. Ooh. So all 3 Light World dungeons are required, with Eastern having the red crystal, Ganon's Tower of Hera having blue crystal, and Desert having a Metroid token. Well, I say required, but we are in... Oh, that's beautiful. A bomb triple. That's on 3, but that didn't give both runners enough access to get the full triple. I want to see what Freddy will get here, because I don't know what Freddy will get at this point, but... We missed it, but it was not... Oh, Speed Booster on Uncle, that's kind of crazy. So we have Speed Booster on Uncle, so we'll see that on Tracker soon. And bottom of Well, Green Rupee. So both runners having the Speed Booster early is going to make for a very big Metroid inclusion. This unlocks a lot of Big Pink already. I apologize about my mic audio. I have not... Oh, you know what? It's my, I know what it is. It's my, computer keyboard. I'll just turn that off. That is my keyboard fan, so I apologize about that, and I apologize about the static. Truthfully, I do not know what to do about the static. But that is hopefully going to solve the issues. But thank you very much, Code Monkey. We have... Looks like 2 different routes. Freddy's going for the more standard forest into Kakariko route, whereas Alucard's going straight into the back of dungeon with 7 bombs. It's, you know, it is very doable. We have what looks to be... Yeah, keyboard fan. That's Ice Rod. So if Trihex is ever required, that's good. But the other important thing about Ice Rod is it gives us a reusable weapon that is non-consumable, like bombs are. So we definitely have a little bit of an advantage on combat on Alucard's side right now, whereas Freddy going to... Yeah, I couldn't see what was up there. Very, very laggy, unfortunately, but... Yeah, I have an external fan below my computer right now because laptop can get hot. But you can see here, Alucard using to save the magic, but potentially using it here to one-shot the enemy, gets extra 20 rupees, which will benefit with Kakariko. Super missiles, which are important for the first bit, in Mushroom Spot. Looking like Zelda is going to be... Meanwhile, we have Thieves' Ledge. Thieves' Ledge is just some missiles, but that's always useful in the early game. And even if you're looking to meet Mother Brain early, I know it's very possible to do so. It looks like Alucard just taking the route, getting a nice bomb drop. That's very, very nice. He can do a little bit extra because 2 pots does break. And that is a sword. Wow, that is a very beneficial front of escape. So yeah, front of escape was definitely the play there. It just gives you a sword, it gives you that extra little weapon, and again, reusable weapons are so useful early in the game. So we have back of Blind's Hut, well, and back and Chicken Hunt. So we're gonna see what's in Blind's Hut very shortly. It looks like Alucard is going to the swamp, and yeah, this tracker is gonna be the death of me. It is the stream lagging, guys. I do apologize about that. 300 rupees, missiles, whatever the other stuff was, I have no clue. There's a blue nick at Wells, so yeah, mode is just very big, and 20 rupees. It looks like it was only 300. We will be able to see what the runners get, but yeah. By the way, our tracker here today, oh, we got Lamp and Hookshot. Okay, those are the two that we missed, Lamp and Hookshot. And Plasma. Ooh, that's a very good early beam, Plasma Beam. Yeah, but Nito is our tracker, by the way. Nitorific, an amazing runner in his own right, but who has decided to track with us today, ensuring we have a restream. We have, yeah. If that, we have 5 bomb capacity. I just missed was on, oh, that's Arrow of Destiny. And there is Super Missiles. So, again, it's both runners now having very significant advantages in different places, with both of them having some very, very good items here. There are less hook shots and lamps in the world than there are swords. That item looks like Bowser. Yeah, Plasma Beam does look like Bowser. If somebody can tag one of the admins in the Discord, please, that would be very, very great. I would be very grateful. We also have nothing of consequence in Mini Moldorm. Okay. We got back. We're still a few seconds ahead on Freddy's side, but that's fine. That is missiles in back of bar. Or back of tavern. Yeah. Well, I don't know if the commands are working today. With how stream's going, I'm not going to test the bot. But we'll see what's on Library Ledge very soon if the windowing will let us. And it will. We have... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, we can't save. Alright, so what's on Library Ledge will be a mystery. So, everybody, put your guesses in chat. What is on Library Ledge? Will we get rupees, missiles, super missiles, bombs, or what? Same thing goes for Race Game. But it doesn't look like anything of consequence. Hammer on Race Game. Lamp in Sanctuary. Oh, was that Hammer on Race Game? Very, very nice. It does look something. It's useful, so we'll see we'll see what it is. Thank you, T Sigma. And yeah, T Sigma. Oh, that is a sword on Race Game. That is very useful. That negates a lot of the advantage Alucard has right now. Although it does not. The lamp also negates the advantage that Freddy had a little bit for dark areas. And it looks like we are going from here to... Okay, so we're going to see what's on well. That's going to be Plasma Beam, at the very least, as well as some rupees. Let's see. Super Missiles. Yes, we see that spot. It's going to be Plasma Beam and a Blue Nick. That's right. Oh, we have a nice overlay. Alucard also has Plasma, by the way. So that is just so you all know. Very nice new overlay for our beam setup, as well as being able to add Book of Medora to the setup now, which is very, very useful. And Crocomire. So all of which are progression items. We're going to take a look at Kakariko from Alucard's side now, so we're able to see a little bit more. Just because of a little bit less lag due to no audio. Let's see what we got. Plasma Beam pickup, as always, was great. And Mini Moldorm Cave, we know, is a little bit bust here. So I will be focusing a bit more on Alucard's side for now, because we're going to see the hookshot, we're going to see missiles, 300 rupees, Hookshot is there, and I want to see what this last item is because we did miss it, and it is 3 bombs. So the 3 bomb refill is useful for Kakariko, as we have seen before. It's another 15 rupees, 20 rupees, and this just gets closer to Zora money and bottle money. As we know, it's pretty busted in Mini Wilderman Cave, so it doesn't look like anything too useful. We do know that Alucard will be grabbing Master Sword very shortly, and that is important to get access to something like Aghanim Tower very early on. Yes, please follow the runners, twitch.tv/Alucard2004 and twitch.tv/FreddyN3K. Let's see, Heart Piece. So it might be a 4 heart for Alucard very soon, because we received some heart pieces. Oh, now that's lagging. Great. We are cursed never to see the back of Well, apparently. The back of anything. So how's everybody doing tonight in chat? Alright, so we're out of Well. We see whistles on Bottle Salesman. I believe we saw that before, but I might have been mistaken. We do know that it's not much on Ice Rock Cave. Otherwise we would have gotten it, so it is likely that from here we see Front of Escape or Eastern Check from Freddy. Power Bombs. First Power Bombs on Chicken Hut, so that's always good. We'll check their inventories once we come out, but I don't believe anything consequential was on Well. Sphere 1 PB. Yep, that is very useful. We do know back of Tavern is something relatively inconsequential. Yep, just a pack of missiles. 10 bomb buy from Freddy, which will likely not be required for Alucard due to that early bomb tree pull. You can see those extra 3 bombs coming in very handy. Now, we don't know what's on top of libraries, so this is where the game gets played. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we see it is Hammer. Wow, Hammer's on library. Thank you, Landa, for that correct call. I definitely missed it. And we're going to see the sword, so Master Sword is required to beat the game. No matter what requirement we have, that is a constant. So Master Sword is going to make it so that you can beat Ganon at the end of this game. Tempered Sword is going to make it so you can just slash him instead of having to spin him every time. And then Golden Sword just makes it easy. And Green Pendant is in Misery Mire. That is a useful information check. Let's see. 1, 300 rupees. 2, Heart Piece. 3, Pegasus. Wow. French Vanilla Pegasus boots. We do like to see that. While Alucard runs towards the second sword, we'll see Freddy going through to Eastern, likely, and getting that good super speed. Very nice of him. We're going to see, likely, Hookshot being used here? Or maybe bombs. But that is sword. We are done. And house. This is likely going to be a separate Eastern check. So while it seems like Freddy is in the lead here, remember, Alucard not only has Master Sword instead of Fighter Sword, but he's also checked Front of Escape. And that is a major thing for Ice Rod if it turns out that crystals are required and Turtle Rock is one. Which, you know, it's something. But it's also a magic weapon, it's range, it can do work. In the meanwhile, we see Freddy in the beginning of Eastern. We'll see what's hopefully that first chest. No, we won't, so everybody make your guesses. But right now, both runner... So we do know, actually, that Hammer's in Logic right now for Freddy, which is half of... Well, a third of Dark World access with Moon Pearl and a glove. So 1, 2, and that good news of getting the Pegasus boots for speed. There's 2/3 of the power. There's 2/3 access logical. So that does mean that we have just Moon Pearl Defined and Dark World is fully available. Yeah, Moon Pearl is just completely required in general. But otherwise, we will see after Eastern a dip into Dark World likely. We could even see a dip into SM with Speed Booster because that does open up some places up in Logic, especially with, you know, hard logic being a thing. We have Gauntlet already in early logic with this because you are able to break it with speed. And a Shine Spark. 5 air capacity, nothing too simple, nothing bad. Let's see. Let's see what Alucard finds here because now we know that Freddy has that as well. Again, the difference in items, Alucard now having boots, that's just map on big chest, so it looks like the Armos will have something, or Big Key Chest will have something. We are going to go through Dark Rooms here because it's completely logical at LCCP. That is Big Key on first chest. There we go. And yeah, Alucard just taking the route to jump back down instead of going all the way back around. We have Boots here, so either way is not the worst, but Boots I think makes the other route slightly faster now. Alucard Bats gets the good news of Power Glove checking for back of escape, which means that escape is completely doable now for them. Let's see, we are about to see Power Glove there, yep, and we're going to see what this room is with a very quick Pegasus Boots charge. Yeah. That's two, and that is just Compass. So we do have our third item in Armos, and everything else is dungeon items. So we have item 1 being our Power Glove, item 2 on Armos, and item 3 is our 5-arrow upgrade from the Compass chest, I want to say? Yeah, this is Map Chest. This is Map Chest. Map Chest gives us our 5-arrow upgrade, so it feels a little bit reversed that, you know, the chests that give us our items are the ones that generally give us dungeon items, I believe. With Compass Chest being the one from, see, oh, that is a very good super speed from Alucard there. We are grinding for bombs there, it seems like, because we want the 10. What do we need 10 for? We're going Des. Oh, we're going library for, yeah, library for, yeah, that's right, library for hammer. So now you have access to certain things along Light World as well as some Dark World things, which makes everything very easy. We could be going to Desert from here because, again, Cave of Vagina can always be a troll check. We are safe quitting, so we're likely going to go from here to Sanctuary, back of escape. That's a standard play from here. It's easy logic. And we're going to see a punish here for the boss key, but it's in logic, so you might as well do it. We're going to have to come back to Eastern if we want to get that check. But we don't even know what's required, so you never know. We could see very many things. Sanctuary, yeah. We're seeing Bonk Rocks, we're going to see Back of Escape, we're going to see a whole bunch of different things. We might even see no, we can't see King's Tomb here because we don't have access to it yet. But we will see Back of Escape first. Bonk Rocks will be another guessing game for us for a little bit, but that is alright. We learned, so we know that there's at least 10 bomb capacity out there. Red Rupee, map, and key, which means we do have an item in Dark Room of Escape, but both runners have the lamp. It's very easy to grab, so it's nothing too problematic there. We are seeing a dive into Death Mountain, Vanilla Old Man, completely in logic. Get the key there, go back down. Ooh, there's a fall, unfortunately. Yeah, lag, I don't think it's affecting just us today. But we have Dark Room, just Dark Cross being accessible, and we can save quit right out from there, and no harm, no foul. Let's see, what is on Dark Cross? We'll see if it's useful. It's 10 arrows. Hyrule Castle completely cleaned out on Alucard's side, although we could theoretically do... Well, we need to have... What else do we need for... What else do we need for top of castle? I genuinely don't remember what else we need. It's 2 swords or a sword cape, right? That's it? In which case that isn't... Yeah, plus lamp, and we have that. So yeah, we are completely fine in that regard. We're going to see Library Ledge happen for Alucard while Freddy is in Spec Rock. Doesn't look like he's going for the item inside Spec Rock, and it's just a missile pack on top, so we'll see Dark World pretty soon. We'll see if we can take a look at that. Right now, Restream just needs to unlag for a little bit. Right now, let's see, we're finally synced up just for a little bit. A few seconds ahead again on Freddy's side. Yeah, Alucard taking that check. Going to decide not to grab Bonk Rocks. We have those. So we don't know what's on Bonk Rocks yet. But it doesn't look to be anything from inventory checks. Paradox Cave, because we do have Hookshot. Yes, that's an R-Tank. I don't know what the first item was. We missed it. It's lag, likely. There's Bonk Rocks. Bonk Rocks was... What was Bonk Rocks? Was there anything useful? I don't think so. Alright. Alright, I'm going to pay very close attention here because now we'll know what Agaledge is. Likely. So you're just out of the way there. Supers. 50. PB's on Agaledge? Sweet. So nothing required. Titan's mid is on Paradox. Okay, that's big. Titan's mid on Paradox is legitimately something that we can call for sure. Alucard's about to head through vanilla old man route because we have that. Uh, Again, a little bit of Metroid access, which neither have gone for. PB's on Bonk Rocks. Okay. Nito, you catch what was on Aga Ledge. Or Lumber Ledge. Aga Mystery. Okay. So we don't know quite yet what's on Aga Ledge. We do know E-Tank on Old Man, which helps with Shine Sparks, which will be heavily used this run, as well as Varia, potentially Varia less Norfair. So we could at least see something like that happen with 3 E-Tanks at the minimum. Doesn't look like Aga is too important right now for Alucard, which suggests to me that it's not too useful. Maybe something like Rupees, something like Missiles. E-Tank on bottom of spec, it is worth it because of, remember, this is hard logic, not normal logic. But we're about to, yeah, so we are grabbing that on Alucard's side. Freddy looks like he's going to Hera. So that's always nice. Hera basement. Number 1, what are you? Likely will not. Oh, it's a small key, so it's vanilla small key. Which means that we can check out for the second room for big key. But we also have the materials needed for Herapot. Herapot in this case is unfortunate, which means, yeah, we'll likely see Herapot here, or we'll just go vanilla here. It depends on the runner. I can definitely see either runner doing either or. Alucard navigating that very masterfully here. Looks like we're going to see a Herapot clip, which means we're going to skip the big key that we know is in the basement, and we're just going to go straight up to the top floor. 2, 3. Yeah, lag does not help us watch this easily. Alright, let's see. We have 1, 2, 10 arrows, nothing too useful. Our tank. The useful things on top floor, or bottom of Paradox Cave, which is our 5 item, which means we will be seeing Titan's Mid for both runners. So that early advantage of having that Master Sword is really, really imperative for Alucard right now. Because otherwise, because that is the time differential, going between Front of Escape and just starting directly to Kakariko. And I will tell you, I probably would have taken the route that Freddy did and gotten mega punished for it. Nothing too useful otherwise, but that Titan's Mid is so good for the run, for both runners this early on. Looks like we're going to see a bomb jump. 1, 2, 3, pop. And masterfully done. We're going to go straight back up to the second floor, which means we're going to see quick journey back to Hera from East Death Mountain, which you can do with Hammer only. Because we skipped the big key, we're also going to miss out on big chest. That is Varia on Island in the Sky. That is unfortunate for any runner who wanted to see an easy Varia. We are going to need Moon Pearl for that. And to go to Moon Pearl, we don't know what we're going to need. So we do know where Varia suit is, which is the lucky part. Freddy, however, does know that due to going the same way, but not having Master Sword has a little bit harder access to Dark World. We'll also need Mirror for that Varia suit, so Mirror is another thing we're looking out for. Once both of those are achieved, we will be able to do that through Hookshot Cave, but we need both items here of Moon Pearl and Mirror. And Vanilla Heart Container on Moldorm. Looks like that's our second item. Yeah, Alucard is deciding, you know what, I'm going to go for the bottom. I do believe we've seen both items, so it's just dungeon items here, but here, honestly, I'm thinking bomb and just get the invincibility over it and take a coffee break if you're going to do the bottom. This does let you get your full checks, but in the case of this, just going to lose some time. And that's the unfortunate part. And there it is. There is the Ice Rod variant of the trick here. Full invincibility standing on this platform here, and it's just going to be so good for Alucard. Take a few seconds, take a small break, take a coffee break, whatever you need. Freddy's going to now get that E-Tank and probably head to Norfair? No, that's going to be safe quit. Straight back to Sanctuary, Where is he going? He's gonna do back of escape. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big key. That's 1. Take the death. Intentional deathing here is a very smart move and something that I wish I thought of. Oh, we're gonna do King's Tomb. Yeah, King's Tomb is a good strategy here. Go straight from King's Tomb to back of escape if you have it. X-ray. We are 2/3 of the way to microwave, which is one of my personal favorite strategies in Super Metroid. So I'm very happy to see that. Let's see if we're gonna see a blue. Yep. So we're taking the slightly longer way to Hera Top, just because Hera Pot is useful enough here. So we're gonna see not too much on back of escape. We will see the map, the key, and the rupee. Yeah. So we will get one item here, but the front of escape is where the useful things are. Yep. So it does look like the second item is compass here, and we don't need anything else because it was heart piece. Yeah. So the last item's on boss. That's theoretically that is best Hera for pot. With one item on boss, one item in first floor, but you can't take that. Sometimes you just can't take the chance if you don't know. So I can respect Alucard's decision just to full clear the dungeon. But it does mean he will have a slightly easier fight just because, one, hammer. Hammer Dorm, once you get it down, is easy enough. It's 2 shots. Nothing too useful on Dark Cross, but it is just the last item if you choose to not do front of escape. Front of escape is potentially required because of Ice Rod, because of Sword. Just a very useful item in general, but we can wait a little bit longer for that. And we're good. And we are going to Norfair. Norfair means we're going to do front business center. We're going to possibly do some. Yeah, plasma booster. We're going to be doing some speed strats here in Norfair. Probably some even hot strats. Spiral Cave. This is something that Freddy chose not to do. This is a sneak peek of something we cannot track, so we'll see it when it gets caught. 10 arrows. We have front of business center, and that's about all we can do. And oof, Freddy did not make the cut. Freddy did make the cut at the end, but it did take some time. And that's just some time away. That's 3 bombs on Spiral Cave, and we're gonna save quit. We might be going to Sanctuary. Yeah, Sanctuary. Between Sanctuary and King's Tomb, just seeing what you can do there, and then probably Brinstar, because again, Shine Sparking to Gauntlet is a viable strategy here. Shine Sparking to... Jeez, Shine Sparking to even just reach Pinkbrin is a strategy that's both normal logic and hard logic worth. Super Bunny time? Oh, Super Bunny's gonna be interesting. We don't... You do have the Super Bunny to get Super Bunny Cave, but Super Bunny time is... It's slightly out of logic here, though, which can make for different discoveries, but both runners seem to be going for it. Though, yeah. Lag is not on our side today, so Alucard also going for the Norfair checks. Yeah, lag is not our friend today. Arrows. Getting it, just not using the time right now to go to Plasma, getting Plasma on now. Makes sense. Freddy going, oh, it's just straight for Spiral Cave. That makes sense, he just left behind Spiral Cave there. We could go Super Bunny here, which is very valid. We are at half a heart, though. Ice Beam in Croc Escape. That is interesting for us. We could very well see a variolous Hell Run. That's what it's called, Hell Run. And Freddy's now going to take the desert route, go to Agina, see what we can get here. Getting that extra little health. Every bit of health matters in Norfair, and Agina will be potentially the most punishing or the most rewarding experience of this entire run. This has the potential to decide runs in general. And looks like nothing there. We're gonna go down. What does Agina have to say? You only get a few shots at this because if you go too long, you're dead. So Agina is Boom or bust? That's the question. 5. Energy tank. That is worth it for a later on variant of a Hell Run. But it looks like we might just be in the right position. Yeah, Alucard makes it through. And that's a through to Crocomire. And that means that we are going to be able to make it through the next stage of this Hell Run. Potentially get a good save. And that's Metroid for you, folks. And there is a very early Crocomire. And, yeah. While Freddy's making up that time in front of Escape, Alucard's in Norfair doing Crocomire and overall doing some just great checks here. So we can focus on Freddy's side here just for a little bit. Get that Ice Rod, get the 3K. And hope that lag doesn't go too much. Yeah. So both runners have the same item. Will have the same items by the end of this. Fully, in fact, until Alucard has items. We are going to be on super missiles here, which is a very scary proposition due to the fact that now we have to get all the way back across with 234 health. It is doable, do not get me wrong. 192, 146. Oh! Thank goodness for that R-Tank on 69 health alone. But this is going to be a much easier variant of this trick just because the first one, because it's not Bomb Escape, we have, I believe, Ice Rod already, and Sword will be in Zelda's Cell. And everything else is fine. Crocomire's dead. We get the boss heal. Everything that we needed, pretty much a little bit of health. We're going to take the speed here. Quick charge. Shine Spark. Oh, missed the Shine Spark. In the meanwhile, we're just going to be grabbing for Zelda's Cell. No. Alucard, no. Not like this. Not like this. That's a Master Sword. There we go. That's the Shine Spark. And how far are we done? 89 health. We're just there. That's the Grapple Beam room. E-Tank. That's beautiful health recovery right there for Alucard's side. So that puts us at 478 health. A lot better than where we were before. Lets us heal back up to full right now. And get a save off. So you can keep your E-Tanks. You can keep everything. And you can even reset back out to the save room here if you wanted to. 5 tanks, all upper Norfair in Logic. Yep, that is 1 E-Tank left to go, but we do have everything in Logic here just due to Agena being an E-Tank. So everything in upper Norfair is like go. Lower Norfair does still have the very requirement, so it is locked behind Mirror and locked behind Moon Pearl. Here, everything else is in Logic already. Are we going to see a Houlihan? Or a Water Walk? Oh, we're going to see a Water Walk. Maybe. Water Walk? Or super, or swim. Water Walk. Ooh. There you go. Let's take the extra time. Yep, there you go. There's a Water Walk all the way to Zora's Domain. We're going to be able to see full Zorabai. I don't know if we'll be able to see Waterfall Fairy. We are. Doesn't look like anything too much. But I wouldn't know. We didn't see it. There's Grapple, it's just 20 rupees. But we can go backwards to this. 5 arrow capacity here, so nothing too big on. Okay, come on. That's 1. That gets us at least to the beginning. Resets. Knows he can't make it. Yeah, just missing out. Alright. What's on King Zora? What's on the Scammer King? We don't know. We'll do cosinus and pantry. Yeah. This will be early Metroid now from a speed perspective. We're just going right back. So we have chosen to skip. King Zora was 300. Sweet. Thank you very much. Cosine and cosinus and pantry. Yeah. Again, Yeah, to cosine is... Yeah, we're gonna probably just try to get out of here in the first place. I think that's the strategy. You can do this with plasma, by the way. Plasma just kills these guys with one shot, or two shots in the case of the ones that Alucard was going through. Much easier to get this now that we don't have to worry about the trick, but we're gonna see what the requirement is for Torian. And that is... What was the Torian requirement? Stutter 3 to Indiana Jones is in hard logic, yep. As it is always. Alucard's gonna go back out to Link to the Past now, possibly gonna go see Agina. I don't know what... Or just, nope, reset out Super Metroid, do early Super Metroid, and essentially just skip everything Freddy just did. Which, honestly, a good move. Crockemar's dead on Alucard's side, so we do have that in tracker soon. We have Speed Booster, so we can do Vanilla Morph Ball without Morph Ball. Vanilla, not Morph Ball, Vanilla Mach Ball without Morph Ball. We see Moon Pearl. Ooh, Moon Pearl's locked behind Speed Booster. That's interesting. So that is very early on accessible, too, in the game, because we had Speed Booster almost right away, so we could have gotten this very quickly, and that's full Dark World access right there. So, yeah, I think this was just something that we realized had to be seen earlier. 20 rupees, but that doesn't matter here. Moon Pearl is a huge find. Beautifully done stutter step there. That is a... If you don't know how to stutter step, that is a very, very hard execution to do. I would know I don't know how to stutter step yet, and that is a very, very hard execution for me to do. But it is in normal logic for that very reason. Oh, yeah, no. I've just never had the time to practice it or the care to practice it in general, just because I've kind of not been playing this game as often as I used to. It's completely fine, but I enjoy calming this game and watching this game being played a lot. Yeah, Big Pink, what's Big Pink doing for us? Yeah, and that's another E-Tank, so that puts everything in logic. That's going to be Morph Ball for Alucard very soon. And just a red rupee. Okay. Moon Pearl, one down. Nice shots. What do we got here? This is 20 rupees. Not quite as smooth as it was on Freddy's side. We have the save, and that's a reset from save. I don't know if you're, really able to get it. Alright, so let's see, what else is going to happen today? So we don't know Torian requirements yet, but it looks like we might see them on the way back from Big Pink. It didn't look like Big Pink had anything too much, though, judging by the way that Freddy reset out of it. E-Tank, which is genuinely good for logic here for Upper Norfair if you're looking for that. I don't think Alucard is, and you can't really do much outside of here if you don't have Morph Ball. So 20 rupees, and that might just be a reset there. Well, it looks like Alucard's keeping it. Which, to be fair, it does give you an extra E-Tank that's very usable. Both runners had the potential for 5 now. Freddy is able to just get right out. Mirror might be a no-show. That is true. If we don't have Varia, if we don't need Varia, Mirror will be a no-show possibly. It just depends on what we need from Ridley. If Ridley's required, Varia will be required, and Varia's locked behind Mirror. If it's not required, then Mirror can be a no-show. It's because Varia is Mirror locked. But we have full Dark World access, so Dark World at the very least is we have bare minimum to beat the game right now if it's 0-0-0. Because you just need enough ammo at this point, and you could beat Mother Brain at that level. Let's see, 2 pendants in Dark World, which one is Swamp, one is Mire, 3 crystals, and the rest of them are, yeah, so we see both Pod and Skullwoods being tokens. Other three being crystals. Red crystal is in Metroid, so we will see where that is. But all blue crystals, thieves, ice, turtle rock, pod, and Skullwoods, and we're seeing Hype Cave. Save quit right into Super Metroid. Mountain Cave. Okay, so gonna do Death Dark first, and we're gonna see if we can get Mirror here. Spazer, unfortunately, not as useful anymore because we have Plasma. Again, Spazer, very good beam, just not the absolute best one for the middle end of this game. Which, if you have Plasma, you have Plasma. Otherwise, Spazer is best beam though. We have Hammer. We're going to see Pod versus East Death Mountain Dark World, which means Super Bunny Cave, which means Hookshot Cave, which if we get Mirror means Varia Suit. We have to get Mirror in one of these 6 checks, but that could be a Varia Suit. And there's one. Pyramid check. That means Ganon check. What's required to beat Ganon? This is open pyramid. 1. No. 2. No, that is a heart container. 7. So we need all 7 crystals to beat Ganon. So this is a full seed for crystals at the very least, because that is all required. We will see how much it is required for entry. But at the moment, we are looking at a full 7 crystal split. So every crystal dungeon is required, including the bosses that are crystal locked in Metroid. Crystals. I didn't see Torian entry, but that is a very big sign. Ether required to enter Turtle Rock and will be required to beat the game now. If Torian access was 1, and if we saw that correctly, that is a very important dungeon. That is a very important one to choose. Bombs. Catfish, Quakefish will be our check over. Book of Medora, that gives us access to Desert, which is a boss token. Which is a beatable boss token. Which could be the one. We have a shield, so we don't have Varia yet. But we can check out Ganon's Tower, see what requirement that is too. And if we have a 1 or 2 requirement on GT, this could be very big. This could be big here. It is a 0 requirement on GT for entry, so GT is completely accessible. Wow! So it is a 071 randoms hit setup. That is interesting. So the question is, do you check GT? GT isn't required, but you can always check some items in it. And we're going to see a very early GT from Alucard here. No bow. No silvers, but we can definitely see them. Meanwhile, Freddy doesn't know about GT, but does know about Ganon's Tower, about the game being fully beatable only with 7 crystals and 1 boss token. Bow and Fire Rod optional. That is true to an extent. No, that is not true. Bow is required because of Eastern. I believe. Wow, on a seed where we don't need it. Fire Rod is directly... Oh, for GT Climb, yeah. Bow Fire Rod optional for GT, that is true. But we do have Quick Swap on in race today. Bombs. Power Bombs, 5 arrows. Let's see what Dark Magician has for us. E. Key. Sea House. Really? For the Queen. And we don't see what is in Sea House because of, again, lag. We do see we have red mail here somewhere. So red mail is very useful for GT Climb, just a lot of damaging things. Spring Ball in GT would be great if we had the ball. There you go, that's a bomb. Thieves Town. Spring can be logical progression hard. Yes, it would be great if we had the Morph Ball. We don't have Morph Ball yet. That's the only reason it's not good right now. As soon as it's Morph Ball, it's insane. But just we have to have Morph Ball first. And Morph Ball is not proving to be very nice to us. Although it could have been any of the checks we saw because we have not seen the inventory yet. Restream is not being very nice to us right now in terms of lag. Ganon's room. So this is gonna be a 4 room. This is gonna be another room of 4, I believe. With a rando room. Let's go. Map. Compass. 1 rupee. 20 rupee. Tempered sword. Okay, we take that. That's a tempered sword in rando room. So that makes Ganon a lot easier and everything a lot easier, to be honest, in this game. So tempered sword is like playing this game on medium mode from hard mode. So we're gonna see what's outside of Blindset. Or Thieves Town, I should say. Slash. Cut. Bob room? Bob chest? Big chest. We do have that. Map. Yep, bonk across. This is Bob's chest and chest of hope. Before we go to the 3 Armos fight, which right now we can't really do much with, so we'll see how the Armos fights go. Well, we can do it with tempered. You can spin attack the Armos and whatnot. They are doable, but still it's just very, very difficult. Because you have to break all their shields, then you have to break them. It is, again, possible, yes. Pleasant? Absolutely not. But that is the route Alucard is choosing to do, and I wish them well. Spin attack. I wish you all the best, Alucard, because this is a difficult boss to do bowless. There's 1 down. As you see, it takes 3 shots bow. So many swings with a tempered sword. But if you're good enough at sword combat, you can do it. 1. Rupees. We have 1 down. 1 left to go. 5 down. That is incredible on Alucard's side. And it looks like we're getting a stun lock pretty much going, which is great. Or maybe an animation lock. That is a masterful sword Armos fight. I cannot give any complaints here. Mirror is in GT behind Armos. Wow! So that is guaranteed Varia for Alucard here. Do you grab it? That's the question. I feel like you have to grab it, right? You have to. Right? Or do you go Ether first, because you have Book? But that's Varia behind... That's Varia ready. So you're good to go. Wow, that is incredible. Behind Sword Armos is Mirror. So you grab Ether first, go back to Dark World. Wow. So Sword Armos is optimal on ice. Sword Armos on ice is optimal for Varia, and that is very optimal because we are likely going to see at least 1 boss. We're going to see at least 2 bosses. No, 2 bosses in Metroid are going to be required to beat the game. And knowing the runner's luck, it's going to be Ridley. Which means, logically, we do have a requirement for Varia here. And Varia, not only that, just makes everything easier. So we have Island in the Sky. Mirror off. Pick up Samus's best friend. Save quit out. And boom, there's your... And there's your Varia suit. And that's really, really big for Alucard here. Because that mirror is going to be a lot easier to travel with. Anybody have any idea of anything Freddy picked up, by the way? In chest that we missed. E-Tank. That is one of them. Doesn't look like much that has been picked up, though. Hype Cave, we'll be able to see real quick if I missed it. I don't think there was much in Hype Cave, to be honest, but I could be wrong. We know Titan Smiths. No Heart Piece. We get see Smith Chain. Smith Chain is... Oh, space, that's right. Yeah. We're gonna do hammer pegs. Again, just another example of how Smith Chains can be a lot easier right now for Alucard because of Mirror. We're gonna see Stumpy. The back super missiles. Looks like Heart Piece. K45. Which is a mirror locked check, which could be, again, another required item. We don't know. It gives us just the missiles. It helps with, it does help with Mother Brain if we don't find charge yet, but it gives us missiles. By the way, both runners have Spazer as well. Doesn't really matter because they both have Plasma, but it is good to note. Yep, there's a save quit out to Sanctuary. So, again, just a quicker Smith Chain. Mirror being a no-show is likely for Freddy if they don't get to go to GT immediately because, well, Sword Armos. But it is worth it for... That's Morph on Smith Chain. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a GT. I think we're just going to go straight to Metroid, like, ASAP. There's some money, there's an E-Tank. Yeah, if you're doing Sick Kid... Okay, so he has a bottle. There's a bottle in the equation. Somewhere in the equation. That's PBs, that's a really good item. I don't know if we have Wharf Bombs. I don't know if we have any other source of flight. Alucard, what are you doing? Alucard, what are you... Oh, gonna probably do town first. But we do... Yeah. I mean, you have Mirror. You can easily do at least the first part of Smith Chain. That's completely in the way. Heart Container. Alright. Pod and Skull? Pod and Skull are both tokens. Right? Or Pod was... Yeah, Pod and Skull were tokens. Because TTIP were... NTR were crystals. Pendants were Swamp and Mire, and then the other two were tokens. Boss tokens from Metroid. Oh, we have three required... no, two required bosses because we have a pendant in Metroid as well. Looks like we're now going to see Super Bunny into Hookshot for Freddy as well. Bottle. Okay, there's the bottle. More power bombs for Alucard. No Morph Ball yet for Alucard, though. That is a huge advantage that Freddy has. So we might be able to see Thieves here first, likely because Thieves is a free dungeon. Pretty much for the runners. But after we might see Smith Chain, because Smith Chain is a pretty big check, of all things considered. But yep, there's Hookshot Cave, so both runners retracing each other's steps. Book of Medora and Hookshot Cave is useful for Desert, which again will fulfill the one requirement for yeah, it will fulfill the one requirement for Torian. As we've seen before, one, Bolus Ganon is completely possible. Two, Bolus Armos is completely possible. So it's very possible that Bo is not going to be required this run. At least Bolus Ice Armos is possible. I don't know if Bolus Armos regular is possible. Nothing too major right now in Thieves. Eastern is a crystal. It's a red crystal. But we just saw a Bolus Armos. Is it possible to do it on the regular Armos too? It's for the red. Oh, that's right, the red Igors. They are. Yeah, they're only damageable by a bow. Yes, we're gonna need bow here. And you know what? Considering how this race is going so far, I do hope that silvers are easy findable enough. But Freddy gonna go through with the Ganon route, just covering Ganon's palace. I do wonder if we'll see the all the way through Armos play, because I know that some runners are really good at that. Some runners are not as confident on Ice Armos without bow. This is why I would not be suitable for Restream, everybody. Because I would never get anything done like this. And we're just wondering, what else can we see? A lot of these runners are doing great jobs, by the way. This is just insanely difficult tricks sometimes. Both runners now have red tunic. We have full defense now, which is very useful for Dark World. 300 rupees in blind cell, that does not matter whatsoever, because we have whatever's required for big chest, and we also have whatever's required for blind. So at this point, we're leaving that behind. Freddy's gonna go through a little bit more of Ganon's tower. I just don't know how far both runners will stop. I didn't think that Alucard, for example, would do Ice Armor with sword only, and then they did. So Freddy could very well do the same thing. A tap dancer's routine runs hot and cold. I don't get that joke, but I'm sure it's funny to any tap dancers. That's cycle 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sword blind is almost like a gimme sometimes. Yeah. 3. That's a dead blind. And that's a crystal. Just compass. Random Room will be giving Freddy the Tempered Sword, so that will be a little bit of an advantage in the tap water. That makes sense. Tempered. Rupee of Destiny, red Rupee of Destiny. And are we going back to do Smith Chain? Yes, we are. At least so that's how it looks, which means we're going to be seeing some Metroid soon, hopefully. Because between Varia and Morph Ball, we have a lot unlocked. Oh, that being said, Freddy has no idea we have Mirror unlockable. Which, depending on your confidence level, does depend on your confidence level, but it looks like Freddy's going to go for it. It's definitely possible. So we're going to see a very difficult fight coming up for Freddy here. Alright, that's Ice almost ready to go. We will see if he makes it out hitless. In, out, in, out. Morph Ball. That is... Yeah, that's almost. We already have one down. In and out Morph Ball. Yep. And we're going to do the second half. Again, just having Mirror before this makes it so much easier. But here you just save, quit, get out to desert. It's much easier than you would otherwise think. Purple lunchbox. Yeah, this doesn't seem too bad for Freddy here. Again, having red mail, having tempered, it's not the worst in the world. And this will give you mirror, so I'm surprised, but it is a pleasant surprise on seeing how these runners are tackling the Ice Armos. It's very good. Oh. One heart left though. You gotta be a little bit careful. Oh, there's the lock. Smith chain's done. We're gonna get out on a half heart. Freddy, I think's got it, unless something messes up. Yeah, half heart left, but Freddy's got it. Ice armors are in logic. Oh wow, really? Even without bow? Never seen it done that way, but sure. To be fair, I generally. Oh, that's ocarina. That's the flute. Okay, so we got the flute from Bombo's tablet. So Mirror gets flute, which can get us to Meyer access. That is huge. Meyer's Meyer is a pendant here, but it could be something. We know that Agin is nothing, but this is just more efficient routing for it. We can get Desert right now, which covers our one requirement, and can get us some items. So, who's ahead? I'd say it's pretty clear. I feel like Alucard is ahead, despite, you know, Freddy having done some different checks. Just they haven't really panned out, whereas Alucard's checks definitely have, and have been a little bit more an efficient routing. Freddy's gonna do, you know, the various suit now, but I think it's just, you know, the different routing of getting Mirror first, then doing the Smith check instead of having to save quit. There's all these bunch of different time saves that have led to a lead build up. Obviously, I could be wrong, but that's just my early lead. Now we're in. Both runners doing a great job. Yeah, it's kind of a. That's just kind of the despair difference between some runners. Just sometimes different routings work out differently. In another world, it certainly would have been Freddy's night with checking King's Tomb early, checking Thieves Town early. Definitely was with the Smith chain as early as they did, but they just didn't capitalize in Metroid. Because Link to the Past is such a juicy game right now. There's Varia. So Varia's suit on on an island in the sky was solved. Yeah, Mimics in pod as well, yeah. I mean, for that one you can do Mimic skip, but, you know, Mimic clip or screen scroll skip for Mimics. That one's not so bad. Especially because we have the bottle. Bow for the statue. Oh, that's right, yeah, bow's required. Because pod's, well, pod's a token though, you don't need it. Because you have desert for a token. Historian's a 1. We're gonna see back of business here. I think we're gonna see activation of flute, possibly. Ooh, E-Tank in back of business center. Unfortunate. Could go straight to Lord Norfair with Spring Ball. That is true. Both runners do have Spring Ball because that was something that both runners grabbed in. I want to say Hookshot Cave or Super Bunny. Yeah. Just the routing here is very, very different, but it's led to Alucard getting so much advantage just due to the availability of extra checks as they have come. Flute blowing gonna get us to 6, probably Meyer. Yep, that is a 6 Meyer check, which I envy. We've not done. Alucard has not checked flipper stuff yet, because flippers are not, but are potentially not required. Well, they are required because we have to get to Ice Palace. Never mind, they are required. We get to, yep, but Lower Norfair here and from Meyer, which is again a really big check. But it's gonna be 50. And we're in Norfair here on Freddy's side, so this is Bubble Mountain? Bubble Mountain, yep. Oh, we're going for this clip. We're going for this jump. Oh, no, this jump. Freddy, take off the speed booster. Good. Good. I still remember my last run during the summer that I commentated. I had that exact same situation happen with the jump, and That's ether required for both dungeons. Yeah. All right, here we go. Bomb Chorizo's coming. We don't have charge, so we can't charge beam it up, but we do have enough missiles and supers that we can just go for it. 25 is a nice, healthy number of power bombs to have. Ooh, that's a heart container. We'll take it, but we don't need it. Because we don't need anything else here, and we'd rather not have to do it. That is a reset back to the beginning of the game, I want to say, though. Not Lower Norfair. Yeah, that's the thing, because you came in from Zelda. Wreck ship! Oh, we're gonna see... We're gonna see some... Okay. Yep. We're gonna see some stuff. Okay. Zeva's power bomb, criteria power bombs. We're gonna see... Ooh, X Vanilla. Check GPT before doing his Bryn Loop. Yep. Bryn Loop is happening now, and Bryn Loop including Gauntlet here, which will get a pretty easy head start for. We have power bombs. We have, yeah. Honestly, the way you can make Gauntlet easier is by getting more stuff. More stuff means happier Gauntlet, because it likes checking your progression. But if you're on power bombs, morph ball, and varia, you're fine. If you're on screw attack, space jump, you're golden with morph. E-tank, that's a nice energy refill, and that is vanilla, I believe. But back a gauntlet makes life easier for us. I know we already did some of Big Pink, but we have so much more we can do with wall jump now accessible. With everything we have accessible, really. So it looks like both runners can be in Metroid for a little while, both in Norfair, and we're gonna see. Let's see, back of bow. Oh, that's huge. Back of Gauntlet having bow is insanely huge for Alucard here. Wow. Wow. That is that's crazy. That's crazy. And now we're gonna do the Torian check and find out it is only a one requirement, and Desert satisfies it. So you beat Desert, you can beat Metroid. Nothing in our tank room. We have seen parts of this room, but we do want to see the back of it because, again, Prince Star Reserve Tank is 2 item check, and you want to take that heart container and Cool 20. No wave beam yet, but a lot more time to do it than when when Alucard was doing it for Crocomire. Anything else happening with Seed? This lets us get through to wall jump tutorial. Get some extra power bombs. Yeah, we take that. And that's Quake, but that's not the required medallion. Do we? And we just have missiles here. Might as well take Quake because Quake is something, but it's not useful right now. Nice back boost. 3 nice back boosts in a row. Gotta love it. We're gonna see a great crate here. Yeah. I am wondering what we're gonna see on the wall jump tutorial because that will make it worth it potentially. That is 50 rupees. Definitely not worth the trip here. Quake was though, so I'll take that. But we're going out of this part of the Bryn Loop, heading to Big Pink. Probably gonna go back to Retro. This just lets us get so many more things too. And honestly, Red Bryn going to North Fair is also not bad either. No conversion to Mach Ball there, just because, well, you just have to get to Big Pink somehow. We kept the stuff from Big Pink, so it's not the most god tier, but we can do, at the very least, Mission Impossible. We can do, or, yeah. Yeah, there's Power Bomb. Which we take it. We take the Power Bomb. It's 35. We don't need that many, but we'll take it. It's we cannot have a la carte audio. I apologize. Um, it is currently unusable. Let's see it. Yellow strat? No yellow strat. And that's the block, though. No such thing as too many explosives. You are not wrong about that, Sissy. There is sometimes no such thing as too many explosives. As I said, if we take those, it's more than we need? Yeah. We take those? Absolutely. We're gonna see what's above Crocomire here. And of course we're gonna miss it. Because why wouldn't we? Alright, Wavegate check time, which is in hard logic. Which, we do not have high jump boots, so, this is the hard variant. But we got it. There's Cosinus. Is Cosinus worth anything? The world will... Nope, it's just a missile. Alright, let's check Charge Beam. That is just a missile. We cannot... Can we check Waterway? Glitched-wise? We can with Stutter Stepping, I guess. It's in normal logic suitless too? Yeah, you can with the Shine Spark. It's harder suitless though, I will say. 3 bombs. I don't think it's a normal logic suitless though, I've never had it there. I've had it as like a yellow, but I never had it in like full green suitless. Just because the jump into it's hard. That might be a different tracker. Yellow is like doable with a skip. At least that's what I remember it being. It's mostly just because getting out of the... It's actually getting out of the pool that's the hard part. But it's the same way you do it in Billy Maze, I suppose. We are going to be going to see Billy Maze very soon, actually. Because, but wait, there's more. Or that's going to be coming very soon. Looks like Freddy is heading to lower. Alright, Power Bomb. 1. Power Bomb. Charge Beam, that's huge. That's the third piece of Microwave. And that makes bosses such as... Oh! Sphere 1 Screw Attack. Wow. Jackpot on multiple ends. My goodness. Screw Attack Sphere 1. Sphere... Like, Charge Bomb is too... Yeah, you could have had that for how long? Wait, what was behind, I swear it was something, like, important behind, the... Oh, goodness. It was some... I'm pretty sure it was something important behind. Whatever, that's fine. It's rupees here, so that's not important. What did we miss? I think we missed something on Alpha Missiles, by the way. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, Alpha Missiles I think had something important. And I can't go check the VOD right now because I had to live. E-Tank. We take that. Missiles! Sure, we take those because we do need those for Mother Brain. We need 60 supers or their total equivalent to beat Mother Brain. Oh yeah, you missed. Oh yeah, screw. But in Alpha Missiles, there's something else. For sure, it might have been. Could have even. It wasn't space, but screw and charge. Yes, I saw those two, but there was one. It was Alpha Missiles that I missed. Screw attack on Morph Ball. Charge right behind it. What was on Alpha Missiles? Alpha Missiles were supers? Sweet. Thank you. That's what I needed to hear. Like, I legitimately just did not. I legitimately just missed it for whatever reason. I knew it was something green. I thought it could have been something big for Link to the Past. Let's see. Retro Brain. Ooh, that's a shovel. That is a fetch quest, but we take fetch quests here. Because it can unlock something. Nothing too big in this North Fair. Ooh, we're gonna see shines. Alright, let's see how this can work. Shaft Supers is stutter. Get through, no problem. 3, 2, 1, boom. Just 20 bucks. Yeah, we're not even gonna take that. Not worth the few frames it costs, huh? What's a few frames for 20 whole dollars? Not much in Link to the Past, actually. I'd much rather take it for like 300, 400, 300 rupees maybe, but 20? No need. And we're back up to criteria. We can check. Yeah, we can check that. That is a logical. That's a logical worth it. And we'll see what it is. Ooh, Key to Burna. Not the most useful thing, but it can get us through Spike Cave, so we take that. Freddy going to Kraid. And we'll probably see Kraid soon. Yeah, it's the wrong cane, but it's somewhat worth it. We don't like seeing it. We don't hate seeing it. Here we can probably save quit. Just get a quick set. Just get a quick check back to Kraid if we really wanted to here on Alucard's side, but Alucard has more than enough to do in Link to the Past. And we have Kraid on Freddy's side too. Here we're gonna go Dark World Suitless Meridia? Out of logic. From most sides. Doing the check here. So yeah. Freddy just got half man. Ooh, half magic's big. It's not. It's best quality of life. It is the best quality of life item in the for like me. Mind you, I treat Tempered Sword as required. So Tempered Sword is first, but then Sap Magic. Are we? Yeah, you need 7 to defeat Ganon. And Alucard only just finding that out. So, there's Crystal 5 on Kraid. That is a 5-6, and the other one's on Eastern. Which is beatable by Alucard right now, isn't it? Because that was Gauntlet. Yeah. So once Freddy does Gauntlet, you'll be able to get the big Pyramid Bomb. Power Bomb. Let's see what's on Kraid's basement. Yeah, much easier run through this little area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Throw. Small jump. Fire up and jump. There you go. Out. This gets us to Zora's domain, which we don't have flippers, so we're gonna have to run the normal way. But it is a much easier in logic way to do Zora domain. Nothing big on Zora though. It doesn't look like anything big on Fairy either. No flippers here, which means we have to take the vanilla route up to Zora and probably save quit out to Warfare up to grade 300. that is just you spend 200 rupees for absolutely nothing, essentially. We do not like seeing that. And there's charge. Yeah, we're most of the way to Quisp. And we're gonna see an Eastern takedown. Yeah, it's, I think it's... Oh no, we're gonna see Pod into Eastern takedown. That's even spicier. Because then we see Torians at 1. Pod can be that 1. Desert can be that 1. If we have both of our items for Desert, you don't need to beat the boss. Because we can just do other stuff like Pod, like Skull Woods, even like the Metroid boss that's likely gonna be Ridley, Fantoon, or Dragon. You can tell I haven't played this game in a little while. That's alright. We have Kiki here, the monkey. And we're here in Pod. Palace Darkness is very, very extensive in terms of item checks. I think the second biggest behind Turtle Rock, from what I remember. But overall, there's like 6 items in here, not including dungeon items, if not more. It is very, very large. Come on. Crumble Tower. Show us Crumble Tower. Missed it. Alright, that's fine. We'll see it later. That is Smokey, so we are not bow locked. And it would not matter if we were. Just money. Money, honey. Don't you love it? With that small key, we have 1 there. No bow for Freddy still, so Freddy's about to do Brid Loop Find Bow. At least that's what I think is about to happen. There's small key. So we can go from here straight up to the big key chest. Or we can do the fun thing and do mimics. Yeah, we're doing mimics. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do Brin Loop, including criteria powers. Yep, that sounds great. That is gonna be bow. That's gonna help a lot more with mobility. But again, just you have to consider like why you did some stuff for later on. That is vanilla. Did it say no to power bombs? So apparently you can have enough explosives. Oof. That is unfortunate, which means you're gonna have to wall jump back up. Which we have. But then you have to do the whole thing again. Biggie chest has to be a small key. It does? That is fair, because otherwise it locks you. Yep. Yeah, otherwise you get locked out of it. Well, no, it doesn't absolutely have to because we have bow here. And it doesn't, and bow doesn't require it doesn't require a small key. It doesn't have to be, right? For that reason. E-tank. Key. Okay, minimum of 4 keys in front, 3 with 1 chest left. Gotcha. So yeah, then it's not worth it, because you're spending a key to get a key. Here's Gauntlet. This is an easy Gauntlet. You have way too much health to die here. Except if you literally spend all of your time in the acid and don't move for like 2 minutes. Harmless Hellway. Love seeing it. All the way back around, we're gonna do the Mount Basement. This time we're gonna go boss key, or big key. Bow is very valuable here. So Freddy having bow now evens the tables a little bit. But again, Brin Loop was just so valuable here. There's the bomb jump. Compass, not worth it. But just going backwards through this makes it a little bit easier. Even if I think you just mirror out anyways, it's still a little bit quicker. Map. So Dungeon Name 1 and 2. So it's just gas from here on out because I believe we have not seen a single item here, except maybe like a missile. Bombos, the other non-required medallion. How nice. So from here, we just go back out. Don't worry about the small key. Fire Rod could be nice. That is true. But Fire Rod is required for this reason. So if we do swing ice. Well, ice is required, but we don't have flippers. So that's a little bit of a point to make for later. No Samaria, so we have to do this the hard way. But it could also be an Eastern under... We have a lot of items left here. They'll care about... maybe. Yeah, because you can just water walk up to ice, can't you? Yeah. Logically, it does care about flippers. In actuality, yeah, runners can just glitch. Alrighty. Let's see what we got over here. That's one. That's a very good usage of the charge storage. One. And a two. And that is a room of dead flippers. Or, turn. 1-2, hammer flip. 1-2, hammer flip with a kill. Great job. And Alucard having that one spare key because you generally end pod with one spare key if you're good about it. 50 rupees. Sword King, and meanwhile, I believe takes 17 hammer hits. But Alucard doing a great job here. And just 2, 3. And that's a good spin splash, so that's going to be the end of it. Takes 4 hits from Tempered Sword, and that is it. Piece of heart. Not worth it. But what is worth it is the 1 needed Torian token to beat Mother Brain. Which you can do. And guess where we're going right now? Eastern. So we're going to see Eastern, and then we'll see whatever. I don't know. We're seeing Bryn Loop here from Fred and Freddy, so we're going to be here for a while. Mission Impossible, we've seen this stuff. So we'll be focusing on the back of Eastern here, because we do have bow, and we can clear Armos with a lot more ease. Also, with Screw Attack, you could have gotten bow so... Wait, no you couldn't have because no, you could have. You could have gotten bow before you got Mirror. Because of Screw Attack. Because, you know, front of Gauntlet at least is also accessible logically immediately. With so long as you have one of the following of Screw Attack or Morph Power Bombs, which we can't get. While we retrace our steps back to the back of Eastern, or start tracing our steps, this one enemy is the only reason the bow is required for Eastern, logically. Or these three. These two little things here are the same enemy, but yeah. This red Cyclops are the only reason this bow is required, because otherwise, we just get to do a Sword Armos fight and skip bow. Just let it happen. 1, 2, 3. Cleanest Armos fight? No, but that is a dead Armos anyways. So we don't care. That's a crystal. And we are halfway to Pyramid Fairy. Yeah. Best part about this is we can flute out from here. We have warp potential. No high jump. And it looks like we have mushroom. Oh no, are we doing what I think we're doing? We can't be, because we're out of pod. No, we're just doing water walk. Or fake flippers. Yeah, you're doing fake flippers here. There we go. That's fake flippers done. That's gonna get us to ice pretty easily. It's gonna first of all take us to Zora, though. And that's a water walk. Meanwhile, we know Green Hill Zone's not much. And Freddy's about to have the facepalm moment if I could have had this, like, first minute for a screw attack. Going back, gonna grab probably Bridge Hobo. And then Ice Palace? That's what it looks like. But, gosh, water walking so much faster when you have boots. Charge Beam. And Screw Attack. And there's Freddy's. I wish I'd picked that up earlier moment. There's another fake flipper. Super missiles on the alpha PBs, which, or alpha missiles, not PBs. I'm so used to saying PBs. Jeez. But we're about to head to Ice Palace, where we have full access via Bombos, even if we don't have logical access via flippers. So this is raised the question if Fire Rod's in here, where are flippers? Because they could be in Skullwoods, but it's not as required. There's a lot of different things you can do right now, because you can do Wrecked Ship right now, because it's logical with Shine Spark. In hard mode, it is completely logical here actually, but Wrecked Ship is very much a do or die play in that it is right now so out of the way, and you can do it right before Mother Brain that why wouldn't you? It is right in the area, and if it's nothing in it, you just waste time. That is all it is if there's nothing there. The other problem here is we're gonna have to do IPPJ. Ice Palace Bomb Jump, because we don't have Samaria for Icebreaker, which is another thing that I thought would have kept runners off of Ice Palace earlier. But I suppose with how it is, you're not, because you might as well do it anyways. You know, it's, hey, runners, IPPJ is much harder, but I respect you for being able to do it still, and still running enough that you can strategize with it and without it. It's a very, very scary trick in the world, and, yeah. Oh, you can raw bomb kill those. I did not know that. Did, however, know that this key exists. And you made it for the kill. And you don't need that down, so you actually do need orange up here, because otherwise IPPJ. Oh no, you do need it down because you have to IPPJ across the gap. That's right. Gotta love frame perfect. But as all these amazing runners do, of course, they manage to get first try the hardest trick they possibly can. Wow. That is impressive. Makes it look like it's not even a frame or pixel perfect or double pixel perfect, excuse me, trick. That is honestly one of the most impressive showings of a trick I can ever ask for in my life. I apologize if I sound tired, by the way. I just am. There's Canaberna. And here's map. Got a map. And do we not have big key? Do we need big key? Because we can just go straight to the end here. We will not, but we can. So that's an important thing to note. We have chosen now to go out of here to not skip the first bit of the fight, but instead to explore more of Ice Palace, because it's the right thing to do. Because you always want to be able get your items worth. We're gonna see the fight here. We will not see the fight here because it's not worth the item's not worth getting. Never mind. Tea, iced tea. Key. It's looking like Cold Steer might have our item. And it is a required one, so... Also, Ice Rod is required now, so I'm very happy that both runners were able to get it in such a short amount of time. Here's Hookshot Room. And there's Hookshot Room. Done. 4 spike layers. I really wish those things had eyes on them, just because, I don't know, it feels like... It always feels like they have it in my head, and I always forget that they don't actually have them in my head. Anybody else feel that way? That those big spike things should have, like, red eyes on them? I guess it's just, like, coming from Link's Awakening and that kind of little thing that they did with the tracks in Turtle Rock there. I always felt those things should have eyes. Bottle. Oh, we're getting Wreck Chip from Freddy. Ooh, this is route deviation. Ether! Alright, that is one less required thing to get. So it is behind Icebreaker. So, yeah, very quick Ether under Icebreaker standards. Very slow Ether under IPBJ standards. But Ether nonetheless, and we take that. Hookshot gets to cross safely, and there's Big Key too, so we can get both Big Key. We can get Big Chest. And come on. Every time I want to pay attention to Freddy, it's lagging. I feel bad on him. I actually feel bad. Spooky Missiles is just missiles. But we have Screw Attack, so it's not that bad. There's the push. There's 3 bombs. And we can fight Cold Stare. Because going through the doors backwards rocks. Push. Get to Cold Stare via this room, where you are required to do hammer, pull out, and thank you for allowing quick menu swap, by the way. It was very nice of you. And we are going to see a microwaved Phantoon here very shortly, as well as a barbecued Cold Stare. You know, culinary references aside, yeah, even with Tempered Sword kind of looks like a hot, metallic, like superheated metallic object. Perfect for roasting. Carrot Stick. Yeah, that's fair. Do we have a barbecue Phantoon? And I don't believe there was anything too significant. Oh, it just looks like we're gonna have the missiles. Standard Phantoon fight. Alright, and save quit. What do we do? Oh, we go straight to, yeah, we go straight to Super Metroid. That's what we do. We have no Fire Rod, no Flippers. Luckily, Swamp is a pendant. Myers a pendant. You can't go TR. You cannot go TR without Kane because Kane is required for Turtle Rock, so that's another required item. So what do we do here? We go. What do we do here? Oh, we're gonna check this real quick. And yeah, Phantoon is not being nice to Freddy today, apparently. Just, you know. There's some of our microwaves at work. Heart piece, reset. Yeah, that's an unfortunate one. Hey, we take it. Means we probably go to Wreck Chip here. Charge up your shot. Quick swap to X-Ray and fry him. Save your game. And we have 95, 45, 35. We could very well do this straight into Mother Brain here. Just enough distance. We're gonna do What we also could do, though, instead of doing this, is go straight to Redbrin instead of Wrecked Ship, which I don't think that's what we're doing. We're doing this is what we're doing. We're doing a stutter step, and Great Shine Spark right across. Pick up the bottle, and Freddy has beat Fantoon. Good job, Freddy. In the meanwhile, what do we get under the sea? Absolute health. It's not nothing, but it's not worth it. Something. And the body of Wreckship post Fantoon is made very easy by the use of Screw Attack. And a very nice stutter stepped. Well, wow, I cannot speak. A very nice stutter stepped Shine Spark. There we go. I can speak sometimes, can't I? Spooky missiles we know is just missiles. Supers is supers. Wow, we just have a vanilla wrecked ship. And to be fair, if I were Freddy right there, I do take that bit of ammo, at least the supers, because it does help with Mother Brain a little bit more. But I can understand why you just leave it behind too. You have enough. Missiles are missiles. Wow. Is this even randomized? You are telling me. I believe it is. I mean, and I know it is, because we're probably not going to get anything good on gravity, but this is looking to be a get wrecked ship. Though it could be required. Here's a save before we go for sponge bath. Everybody's favorite trick. There's one cycle, two cycle. And that's a dead Fantoon. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do the microwave on Fantoon. It's an insanely fun trick to do if you can get it right. And it's so cool to watch. And we'll see what Fantoon is very shortly. Fantoon is a boss token, which means it's between Ridley's a pendant, so Dragon is required. And that means Gravity Suit is logically required. Notice how I say logically there, because runners are great at doing gravity-less tricks if they're running hard. Microwave the Calamari, that is right. So both. So again, Fantoon was just a boss token here. So we already can beat the game. So Freddy has the boss token required to beat Mother Brain, so we can skip Pod there. But it doesn't look like anything was in Sponge Bath. Microwave the calamari, thank you very much. Restaurants be like. Super Metroid players, however, are happy to hear that. At least if you're a randomizer player. Alright, save before we go to Sponge Bath, because that is how you do it, because you never want to lose time like that. Good news is we can full clear this. Bad news is, right now it's turning out to be nothing. The good news means, even this. Yeah. Super power bomb jump? Ooh. Hard. Bomb jumping like this is very difficult, especially. Yeah. You can wall jump this. You have to get a little bit extra speed. But, you might not want to have speed on for this, actually. One of those things where having speed on is just very hard. There you go. Never mind. Speed on's great. I'm not right. I'm never right about this game, am I? I used to be somewhat decent at this, and now I'm just good at commentating it. So I'm entertaining enough. Let's see, what's in this room? Reset for the missile pack. For sure. Yeah. Missiles in the sky is another unknown item. Missiles in the ground. Bomb. Ooh. Oh, that's IBJ. Okay, that's flight access, like full flight. Non-health reliant flight. And that's the clip. Sky one was arrows. Thank you very much. It was, I missed it due to lag. I'm lagging hard on this, aren't I? Hmm. Yeah, taking all your power bombs is very scary here. We'll see what's on gravity, but right now, we'll see if it's even worth it to get the speed booster item. The, reserve tank. Laying a power bomb for whatever reason. 20 bucks. 20 bucks, anybody? Alright. Let's see what we get. We do check the back anyways, so it's not guaranteed that... Oh, it's Kata Samaria! We take that every day! Okay. This all makes Fantune worth it because that unlocks the last dungeon, at the very least, that we have fully required. Access. And that's 10 arrows, yep. 10 arrows? Regular bombs. We take morph bombs here because that's a much, much easier way to bomb jump. Canis Amaria. Oof. And as usual, I miss the last thing, so I'll just wait till Alucard gets it. Red Rang. Oof. Power bomb in the spikes and clear out the stuff in front of the... okay. That explains a lot. Thank you very much. Yeah. I've never seen that done before, so I didn't know that. But, that's... Alucard's not going for it. That's fair. Heart container. We don't need it. Blowing up with bombs. Bombing everything, and, yeah. Where's Freddy gonna go from here? That's the question. Where's Freddy gonna go? And for you longtime viewers that have watched me, my mother being the absolute goat yet again, she just brought me a little something to eat. Thank you very much, Mom. Supers, that's what it is. Supers and Canis Maria. You know what, we take it. Especially going into Red Bryn. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty nice, nice haul. All things considered, not mad at the haul. It's not bad. It definitely reads like a vanilla Zelda dungeon, though. A lot of minor items and one big one. In the form of Canis Maria. Alpha PDs. But at least no one was a piece of heart. My screen was lagging so hard. I'm pretty much watching PowerPoint presentation on Freddy's side. Thank you very much. I thought it was Shield. Yeah, spacer room is bottle. Z-boost to X-ray, that's gonna be a play. And is a play we're gonna make for Alucard. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And no suitless Meridia. We're gonna go back to the Link to the past. Go back to Norfair for Freddy, see what we got. But oh, that's beautiful. D boost, D boost, D boost. Flawless D boosting there too. Another bomb jump. Dang enemy. That was fire. Oh, that was absolutely fire. Freddy's gonna see Turtle Rock and try to find Ether now. Hopefully. No, Freddy's doing Spike Cave. Beautiful damage boost there too. Gosh, darn. And of course, it lags me out of seeing what the item is. Friday stream's really just trolling us today, isn't it? I can respect it though. And having bombs make that room so much easier too. You don't have to power bomb. Is it possible the item was flippers? And we could be seeing a swamp dive. Nope, it is not. We are, however, going to see Stumpy into Shovel likely. Freddy's not gotten Ocarina yet, has he? Stumpy. Shovel check. Doesn't look like anything. Gravity suit on Shovel? What? That kills my hopes of Gravity Suitless Meridia, but to be fair, it makes Dragon so much nicer. But it makes its seed kind of a Fire Rod hunt now. Because everything else here is just Fire Rod hunt. Nice little jump there. So once Alucard grabs Shovel check, it's going to be Gravity, and that's going to give Dragon the boost, and that's going to be Fire Rod hunt for the last crystal. Alu did not forget he has Shovel, he already checked. That is the routing he took, he just hasn't gone back towards Kakariko yet. Since he checked the Stumpy the first time. He could go do it after. Ooh, that's quick kill on Kraid too. Gorgeous! He has a few things he could do, like Pyramid Bomb first, because that is pretty close to just getting it out there. But Stumpy's there. He could easily do Shovel check quickly. Like on a trip to somewhere close to desert. That'll be Pod Eastern for Freddy. Although, Freddy does not have to beat Pod here, because we all know that only one token required. And of course, no pendants. So it's not an all dungeon seed. It's an all crystal dungeon seed, but in one of four. So you have a choice. We do know that Kraid's basement here is like 20 rupees. The warehouse 20 rupees. And that's it for Kraid. Have magic and not much else. We do take shovel. And Alucard, please take the shovel. I do enjoy the new tracker layout too. Thank you very much, Speed Gaming, for giving us this update. It's great that we can actually see Crocmire too, as well as just having the Mother Brain and yeah, Mother Brain and Ganon just being different checks do help too. But I will say I do miss the old Mother Brain Ganon half and half sprite. There's just something nostalgic about it. Looks like absolutely nothing here in Norfair. So, it's about time that you can get out of here. Nice usage of the spring ball that jump to get nice and into it, though. Alucard again, just... Freddy and Alucard kind of retracing each other's steps right now. Though, I would say Freddy has advantage with the gravity suit right now. If, we see that gravity suit is indeed on Freddy's side. Just because, well, we know that this is kind of nothing right now, so... Alucard's gonna have nothing, Freddy's gonna kind of have nothing, so this is gonna be a nice little, break time, I suppose, for the stream. I apologize about the audio again. Because Alucard's audio is currently unusable, we are set to Freddy's audio for the duration of the race. Honestly, it's just great though, because we do get to have a restream tonight, and both runners are doing very well. Retracing each other's steps, we see Alucard still, again, not having gravity suit, because Freddy just got that in a shuffle, which is something that Alucard has not quite checked yet. But it's alright. It's alright. Two hours into the race. And we are, focused again on just, yeah, we're focused right now on Alucard and Freddy, both of whom are retracing each other's steps. We are likely going to get this race done within a few hours, so this will be a very fun race to watch. I will be right back in a few minutes once there is new development going on. And for the time being, please feel free to enjoy the music. Ladies and gentlemen, I just received notification from my computer that I might be shut down very soon. If that is the case, do not worry, I'll be back as soon as I possibly can. If I miss anything, Neaterific will let. My apologies, everybody, I am back. Alucard just beam, which we both have at this point. So the only beam we're missing is just create up size. So we see that Fred's already now, which is something new. We're just entering though, so looks like I didn't miss anything too much. Dark rooms are logically lamp locked, but yeah. Yep. Silvers. Yeah, it's a weird one. Freddy and Meridia, Alucard's retracing some steps right now. This is where Freddy gets the chance to build a lead here, because gravity. And right now, Alucard just doesn't have that and hasn't looked for Shelly yet. This is, however, also where Alucard's built up lead of having done Ice Palace and Pod and and getting like so many different items will also come in handy. Like Flute, for example, is great for what it does. So we'll see what Freddy can do about it. So with that in mind, I wonder, does Alucard go back to Link to the Past and try to something like Ding Spot? We have Mama Turtle here in Freddy's side. Ooh, he seems to have. Oh, he's gonna try to. He's gonna try to Shine Spark it. Got it. Looks like we're going Turtle Rock because we do have Ether. It's a risky play because we do need Fire Rod to beat Turtle Rock, but if we don't get it, we can always just try some other spots. For example, we do like the fetch quest that we were trying to do. I missed it because of the overlay, but we are looking right here at a Canterbury. We are looking at Spike Room, which we know is not anything aside from maybe Shovel. I forget if this is Shovel or not. Nope, just Power Bombs. Save quit. Yeah, because there's Fire Rod. Mama Tadari is Fire Rod. Okay. So we are in business. So Freddy is definitely in the lead now. Has everything needed for go mode. Yeah, Freddy's in go mode, by the way. Or no mode, yeah. No ether. Ah, no ether. So not in go mode. But ether is in Ice Palace. So could very well be in go mode if he just goes straight there. But that is very true. No mode meaning without ether, which is again in ice. But that is behind Icebreaker, which Freddy will have. It is much easier. It looks like Alucard's running towards ledge. Graveyard ledge, yes. Graveyard ledge. IP being, yeah, absolutely. Versus Shovel being a one-off check for gravity, which will get you that ice, which will get you the Fire Rod. Which is also required to get via Dragon here. I think, honestly, that if Alucard checks Shovel the sooner than later, I think Alucard has a chance just because of the dungeons he's beaten. And can go straight to Turtle Rock. Fire Rod and Laser Bridge with Ice in the Chest locked by Fire Rod Lamps. Ooh. It's possible, yeah, it's definitely possible. Alu is gonna, yeah. Alu bails as soon as he finds Fire Rod, which is why I'm saying that. Like, if gravity, then yeah. But Alu has to get to Shovel first. And I don't know if Alucard remembers he has Shovel because he has that flute. Because they take the same item spot. So that's what I'm worried about, is that Alucard will not remember Shovel. And instead try to go for something like a Cave Ledge check or Lost Woods even. 2 items in Lost Woods. Skullwoods, I mean. So if Skullwoods is just immediately found, then it's not gonna be too much of a time loss. It's 2 items here. But this is why I try to use an auto tracker when I do it, because it's just a little bit easier. There's Bosky, so that's 1 item that leads to another, but we have Bomb Jump here for it. We're gonna see Dragon fight pretty soon. Dragon being a crystal again. Space Jump. That helps. But right now it's not required. Yeah, it's just something else you could have gotten very, very quickly in this game. That would have been a very big quality of life upgrade, possibly even a speed upgrade. Yep, it's a fetch quest item. So gross, so forgettable. But it is required, this seed. So that's the question. Does Alucard get to do that item before he realizes... When does Alucard realize that Shovel is a check, and it's a check that he needs to make? Versus when does Freddy catch up and find that ether in Ice Palace? Because Meridia is expansive, and Shack Tool's in Logic too. And you might as well do Shack Tool if you're doing this here. But you never know. So that's the question. That is indeed my worry, in that if we are not Alright, we'll see what Alucard does. Alucard might be going for shovel now, and if that's shovel check, then it's gonna be shovel check, Meridia, Mama Turtle, get Dragon from the back, and go. It looks like we're getting the shovel check. Shovel check in progress. Um, we're gonna be in no mode very soon. That's grapple. Gravity. Save quick, get out of there. Or unless you're doing. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go. Oh, you're gonna go to the North Fair entrance. Yep. Yep. Because that gets you to Meridia. So he's gonna go front of Meridia. He's gonna go through a glass door in Meridia. So technically back in Meridia. Because apparently intended front of Meridia is right outside of Wrecked Ship. Backside of Wrecked Ship. I just didn't know that. But yeah, we have Screw Attack, we have Space Jump. This is a Poggers moment if there ever was a Poggers moment. Shack. Please, please, please put that as one of the sprites now for sprite redesign. All right, here's we are going to see a go mode very soon for both Freddy and Alucard, so this is going to be a race down to the wire. But both runners are going to be able to quickly go Ganon, not just Ganon, but quickly go fire up, boom, 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 missile. Go up, we'll see what's on Crab Ledge. It's just Mirror Shield. So next thing's next. Alucard goes checks Mama Turtle. Doesn't require the Shine Spark, which is much more helpful because again, having your space jump is just much more consistent, even if it's slightly slower, and you don't have to do the setup, and you don't have to worry about health anymore. But it looks like he will go for Shine Spark here because of the speed. 1, 2, finds Fire Rod, and at this point, that's go mode, right? That's got to be go mode for games. So the question is, do you want to Dragon? You gotta get out of here first. You gotta get to Link to the Past first. It is go mode. Complete go mode for Alucard here. Does Alucard know that? That's the question. Because does Alucard know that? Because this is not the fastest way to Dragon. Yeah, fastest way to Dragon to here is just get out of Meridia, go to Link to the Past, and alright, looks like he's taking Aqueduct just for a little bit of quality of life, potentially. Alright. Cooks Worm. Yeah, he can cook Worm, but it's still not as fast as just going through the back door and not even worrying about Worm. Because the back door to Meridia is actually in a really convenient place for flute users. Relatively, at least, because you have... Especially if you can water walk and whatnot. Yeah, it doesn't matter, you can water walk in Dark World. That's... yeah. Worm takes like 10 seconds. Oh, really? Yeah. Especially if it's microwaved correctly. Which, unfortunately, right now... There it is. It's microwaved. We're good. Freddy here going to lower Norfair in order to try to find Ether. So, Freddy's in no mode, but is going to lower Norfair for this. Potentially going to Mire through Norfair? That's the only Mire access we have, but Mire's also locked via Ether. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. And he hasn't done Dragon yet. So he hasn't checked the Dragon stuff. This is spicy. But honestly, this seed is just filled with right now. I could have gotten that so much earlier moments. I do feel bad for the runners because there's so many good quality of life upgrades you could have gotten earlier. 071. That is the random requirements. Wait, is Ridley a crystal? Hold up. Did I see that correctly? No, Ridley's a pendant. Dragon's a crystal. And for the third time today, we're about to see something microwaved. What's the deal with this game and sea life being microwaved? First it was the calamari, then it's the sea worm. Now we're getting like the seahorse microwaved. This game is an affront to seafood cuisine. Well, I guess I wouldn't say the sea. It's closer to like a giant shrimp. Yeah, giant alien shrimp. You can do it again. You can do the setup again. And there is a dead dragon. There we go. No grapple. No need. Ding! Your microwave shrimp is ready. And in the meanwhile, Freddy's gonna be in Lower North Fair, exploring for a little bit. Might find Golden Sword, might find Silvers to make Ganon a little bit easier. But right now, Alucard does have, however, the ability to go out the back door from Meridia and take that straight to pretty much mirror out, fly, mirror out, flute out, and take this L here, or take the W here. Not take the L. What am I talking about? You do need Space Jump for the Gold Teresa to activate here, because that is based off of beating, getting that requirement done. Yep, that is why the Gold Teresa was unsuccessful here, because you need Space Jump for it. It is the only time Space Jump is required in the game, but it is required. And yep, backdoor from Meridia, flute out to TR. Oh, crab hitting the out of the duck animation. You better fly that duck. And there's Hookshots getting the rock out of the way. One, two, three. Nice hookshot shots there. 0 to open GT, 7 to hurt Ganon, 1 to open Torian, exactly. So both runners have their Torian requirements done. I think we're going to see a reset from Freddy. It's not as bad. Actually, we don't even need to see a reset there. Crouching. Might as well take the ferry, it's going to be a little while. Here's Island in the Sky. And Turtle Rock, here's the rock. And there's Ether. That's going to open it up for us. It's going to take it, again, one more time. We're going to take inside the dungeon, and we're going to be able to get our last dungeon beat, and that's going to be 7 crystals for Ganon. And, I assume here we just beat Ganon, then beat Mother Rain for the end of the run, but that's going to be our first, run finish, so I assume we're going to, I think, time predictions in chat, please. Tug the paw. Yes. Super Metroid, the pod counts as boss token for the boss statue because of how the re-randomizations have happened. So now Metroid bosses can count as crystals and medallions, as well as their own boss tokens. So there's 4 boss tokens randomized, 1 for each. Bada bing, bada boom. Here's our... You're welcome. I like saying bada bing, bada boom. It's very fun. It's a very fun expression to say. And here's Fire Rod. 3. Hookshot off. And there's the fall. Right back to the edge. And there's invincibility frames, because iframes are busted. 1 and 2. And there's our 2 small keys with 1 item. So we're rooting for a pretty quick big key here, and from there we just kind of go to the end. This is go mode. And Freddy does not know where Ether is, but can do Ice Palace. Not logically. We don't have... Wait, we don't have flippers. Ice Palace isn't logical. We have go mode, but we don't have... We have no mode, but we're not logically in go mode. Freddy was looking for flippers, wasn't he? That explains it actually more. And there's big key. Okay, that's solid. That's good. Um, yeah. Right side GT basement or Troll Dorm 2 chest. Oh goodness, that's trolly as heck. I would not be waiting for that. Even for me, just I mean that's because I'm solo commenting this. We know this is nothing because we saw Freddy do this before, so unfortunately, Freddy's Alucard do this before. I mean, so unfortunately, Freddy's not gonna be able to get anything here. Just take quick damage, go back out, reset, and boom, ready to go. So we're going all the way back to the front. And we're headed south. Laser Bridge Part 1. We do need one more key on Laser Bridge. So we'll see where that goes. We'll see. Chest 1, Chest 2, Chest 3, or Chest 4. Chest 1 is Compass. Chest 2 is our key, and that is full go mode from here on out. We need nothing else in the run. We just need to beat bosses. First Trinex, second Ganon, third Mother Brain, and that is it. No wave beam found this run, no flippers found this run, it seems. So, well, this is what happens when Ganon Tower is 0. Trinex, round 1, fight. Missed shot there, that's unfortunate. Trinex, round 2, fight. Trinex, round 3. Fight! Heart Container. And it's Sanctuary Heart Container. Crystal 7? I believe that actually is Crystal 7. Or Crystal 6, whatever. It'll be fun if it were Crystal 7, because Crystal 7 is vanilla, but hey. We are now going straight to GT. Not even GT. Pyramid. GT's done for. So, Flute out. And Flute 2-4. Is save quit faster there? Is save quit faster than a Flute there? That's the question now. I want to say it's not much either way, though. So you might as well. Dark World. So now we have Silverless Ganons. For time for the pretty much frame perfect. I don't know if it's frame perfect, but like time for Silverless Ganon fight, which is always a fun tradition. I think I've seen silverless Ganon more than I've seen silvered Ganon fights, just because it's an extra item to find. I've only played silvered Ganon fights because I'm garbage at silverless Ganon fights with a single switch Joy-Con. That's what I'm playing on, a single switch Joy-Con. That is why I do not, maybe that's why I stopped playing, because single switch Joy-Con gameplay was not fun. There's one hit already. Impa says the mark of the hand means that you're the chosen hero. Wait until your blood can resurrect me. Phase 1 almost down. I believe this is beginning of Phase 2. Yes, that is. So we're going to see Cape here. And Cape is a very powerful item in this fight, especially in Phase 2. Even in Phase 3. So here we're dealing damage. Half magic with Cape is ever so slightly busted, and there's one. Imp. 2. 3. 4. No bonus points for getting an extra shot. You do want to be right next to that torch for torch glitch. Did you find the arrows in Light World Overworld? Spam it. There's the one. So you only ever need to light that one torch ever again. One hit. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. I don't know. Data mining likely. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 12 down. A friend showed me. Yep. You did not. Wait, you didn't find silvers or butter as a kid? That's unfortunate. Because silvers is technically required. Well, yep, 1G the chat, everybody. Alucard just beat the first game. That is true. Both are on Pyramid Fairy. Nintendo, that's one down, one to go. And Super Metroid is Super Metroid, so we're right at the door to Turin pretty much right away. Oh, Ped would be so trolly. Ped would be such a troll. I would love for it to be Ped. Thank you, bot. Yep, once this race is done, feel free to go check out our Zelda 1 Randomizer 2023 tournament. 100%, it is happening at Speed Gaming 2. Feel free to join us. That is, Freddy. Flippers are logically required, not actually required. Please, please remember that. What is Freddy going for? Ah, yeah, that's kind of me too. I literally, I only beat Link to the Past after watching SMZ3 Randomizer for like a year and a half. So, yeah. Yeah. And like Link to the Past and like all that. I watched Randomizers first before beating the actual game. So, it was a very different experience, I gotta say. Same thing goes for Super Metroid, by the way. I only beat it when I was a senior in high school. Link to the Past when I was a freshman in college. I believe that was 3 and 2 years ago. 2.5 now. Beat in late 2020. Ammo time. We're almost done. Because, yep, there's the ketchup. And, it definitely looks like we're getting the chicken nuggets. Yep, we got the ketchup with that. Ketchup a doom is always a good sign. Onion rings haven't come out in a while, but yep, there it is. There's the rainbow mayo. Whatever we're doing. Either way, it's the rainbow cone of doom. Rainbow sherbet. Stay up, stay up, stay up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, up, 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 up. And here's a get up glitch. Alright, deal the damage. It's not gonna kill because we don't have full beam combo. But it will do enough damage. There's a dead Dragon. Alright, Dragon's dead on one side. Well, we see another run. $99. It's almost dead. Alright. Be very careful, because otherwise you can hard lock the game. Yep. Because you have to leave it just enough health for one shot. And that is... GG to the brain. So get your GGs ready in chat. Don't put them in there quite yet, but get them ready. Because Alucard's got one last escape sequence to go, and that's the game. We're going to have a sub 3-hour run, which is very nice. That's better than I expected. Alright. Speed booster definitely helps there. Gotta go up, 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 and back down. So I noticed that Alucard's not using screw attack here. He has it, though. Just space jump. Ah, yeah, I sub skip. That makes sense. That's why you take it off. Alright, put your time guesses in chat. There's a well-executed Shine Spark. Will he save the animals? Absolutely not. With a time of 2:36:06, Alucard has finished first place in this restream. First place overall. Congratulations, Alucard. And we will likely see them shortly. But yeah, it's a 2:36:06 finisher. So good job, Alucard there. That is a sub 3 that we will definitely be talking about the absence of flippers later, the absence of a few key items that are supposedly required, and a few skips into SMZ3. Flippers are right side GGT, so Freddy does have them. Freddy N picked them up. Thank you very much. Alright, so Flipper's done now, which means that... What are we looking for? What is Freddy exactly looking for? Because... Ether. You can do ice, though, and ice is a huge thing that is not only required, but if he just does it, we'll see to get some ethers. But I guess doing Dragon and then just going through the back and Meridian makes sense, too. Yep, Alucard will be with us shortly. And everybody, let's welcome Alucard to the chat. Alucard, how you doing?
Heyo. Doing well. Fun seed, I guess.
Let's see it, and you crushed it. Absolutely crushed it.
I felt like the early game was really good, but then missing out on Grav, I think,
You didn't
I'd
miss
have
out.
hurt.
You didn't miss out on Grav for too long, actually. It was only, I think it only took you 10 minutes after Freddy found it. And Freddy
Okay.
took and Freddy still has not found Ether, whereas you did that with, whereas you did that before Wrecked Ship.
Gotcha. Well, that also felt a little bit bad because I couldn't do Icebreaker and stuff, but
Yeah,
ended
not
up working out.
Yeah, I mean, IPVJ was very much worth it here for you, just because you're the only person who's gone to Ice from what I see.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
At least on Restream, you're the only person who's gone to Ice. And, I mean, you see Freddy in Plasma just found 4th Sword. So, while Ganon will be easy, theoretically, it's not going to be the easiest of acquisitions.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah,
so
I can see how like getting Grav just can
Yeah.
cause problems too, because now you're searching all of Meridia.
All of Lower Norfair, which
Yup.
you already did. So that's kind of one of the biggest things, and not having found Flute just makes Link to the Past so much less accessible too. So I think honestly, I will say like a few of the biggest conquests you had, I think, was going to Ice Palace so early and fighting the flute, because those two I think were the biggest things that you just needed, that you just helped you get that advantage and that tempo to win the game.
Yeah, I felt like I got mirror pretty early, so I wanted to press the advantage of having that.
Oh yeah, you got mirror very early. The Ice Armos fight was amazing, by the way.
I played it pretty safe. I didn't want to die, but yeah, I knew that was going to be a little tricky. But we had red mail at that point, so
Yeah,
it's
red
kinda
mail.
not
You
too
had red
bad.
mail. You had red mail tempered sword, yeah, but it's still impressive as is.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, but
Alright.
overall, like the game was very front loaded.
Yeah.
It was
And by
just
the
like
way,
a lot of stuff.
just letting you know, flippers were in right side of GT.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so not having them turned out to be your favor because again, Freddy was searching high and low for them too because flipper lot or fake flipping into Ice Palace like you did is still not, it's a strategy, but it's not like the logically intended way. So going via logic is definitely there's definitely a lot to go there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There's right side GT. I was trying to think about where they could be. I was like, maybe lower Norfair. But yeah, I guess not finding Fire Rod kept me out of a lot of bad spots.
Yeah, logical double dip of GT, which you don't need if you know glitches well enough and feel confident in them, which is, it's definitely a great scenario to have where you do it and then you can still continue to do it. Like we see Freddy about to do Ice Palace now, and it's gonna be a go mode Ice Palace, which is lucky for him because he does that straight to TR, straight to GT, or straight to Ganon, and probably out within like 30 minutes here, as long as he can do Icebreaker.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's great.
Ether is an Ice Palace, though. That's what I'm saying. It's on Icebreaker. So that's why I say as soon as he does Icebreaker, he's good to go. This is one of the few item locations I remember because it was like the Icebreaker location. That's like the item on Icebreaker, which is a very good trick to learn, apparently.
Yeah, when I found Bombos, I was like, maybe I should just press this into ice and hope I get Fire Rod or Red Cane in there, because I don't think a lot of people like to go there early. So
Yeah, you made the right decision for the wrong reasons, and I can respect that. By the way, how did you feel with the location of Screw Attack?
I wasn't too upset about that. I thought,
Screw Attack is.
yeah, it was a little scary because it was like, oh, I guess I could have had that and maybe got Pearl.
Yeah, and Pearl was blocked behind that kind of thing too, wasn't it? It was in Big Pink.
It was at Brinstar Reserve.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't have more. Well, yeah, because you had Morph at that time. But then you get early speed booster too, so just the compounding of I could have had this so early, I could have had this so early, I could have had this so early. It's just so many different things where you might as well not go for it. Like, I'm hoping here that Freddy goes just straight to boss because it's go mode for him. But you never know. Everybody can always just want one more thing.
Yeah, I was checking a couple more things just to see if I could get like silvers, or I guess silvers were in like Mimic Cave or
Yeah, they're
Ped.
Yeah, Ped.
Something,
So we actually had the list here, which is Mushroom, Bat, Ped, Mimic Cave.
Those were the 4 that I was tracking too.
Yep, those are the exact 4 from Ingvar's in chat. So thank you very much. Would you mind if I take a couple chat questions if anybody has any?
Yeah.
All right, chat. You got your questions ready to go, and yeah, so shoot them in chat. So I wonder. So this was definitely like a sub. We saw a sub 3 possible here. Do you think a sub 230 was possible in this seed?
Yeah, I think so.
Knowledge.
I spent a good amount of time in Norfair when I didn't really need to,
I mean, both of you
and
did.
Desert.
It's the trap of area. Both of you did. And to be fair, you could have beaten desert instead of pod, because that is also one of the requirements.
Yeah, I didn't actually check the requirements the first time through. I just kind of forgot. So, um, I ended up checking it later. Like I was like, oh, I can just bail on desert and do it later. It's not really a problem because I think I had flute going in there.
Yeah, you
and I found
definitely
both items, so I was like, I can just do it later. And then I checked the requirements and I needed one. But then at that point, I needed to get items, so
You had
pod was a good choice.
and you also had and you were also about to get Fantoon too, and Fantoon turned out to be one.
Mm-hmm.
Viatorp has a question. Why didn't you make a play for Spring Ball, which I believe you were actually the first person to get Spring Ball, so...
Yeah, I mean, I presumed the location with Shaq, but I mean, at that point, I was in go mode. I think it was just the sequence to grab.
Because grab was pretty much your go mode.
Yeah, basically.
Well, because that was your Fire Rod access too.
Mm-hmm.
So those are kind of like the two big ones, and if at that point Fire Rod, as soon as you were in Fire Rod, you were just gone. But I think making it, yeah. But there were a lot of traps this seed, but it's definitely interesting. By the way, I did see you using Quick Swap, so thoughts on that? Like, just thoughts. What are your thoughts on like allowing quick swap in races, for example?
I like it. I enjoy using it. I'm not amazing at it, but sometimes it trips me up. Like it tripped me up in that Trinex fight. But I think it's nice. I think it's convenience for sure.
Yeah, I feel like these is that all right. And one more question: if you had to pick like a boxing title for Trinex, what would it be?
A boxing title?
You'll understand why when we get to Trinex, because I want to like, yeah. So like, think of this like a quick like snappy, catchy little thing that like we can introduce Trinex as.
The triple weight champion.
I like that. Triple weight champion's pretty good. Got our he's he hasn't lost a fight to Link, so he probably is the triple weight champion if they're fighting in the underworld. I figured out a little thing for your Trinex fight that I kind of wanted to see if I could make a thing for my commentary, so I want to see if it works.
Sure.
Oh yeah, and I apologize about the lag. It's been happening all stream. That's just the unfortunate part about sometimes things get overloaded. And that's what lag is. Plenty of overload.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me. It was a fun race.
Of course.
Appreciate your commentary and Nito for the tracking.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you very much, Nito, in the chat. I know you're still here. And thank you very much for racing with us and being on Restream. You saved our Restream tonight, so bless up to you.
Happy to help.
Of course. Take care.
Yep, thank you. See ya.
Alright, bye-bye. Alright, we got one more round on Trinex here, so we're going to be popping on Trinex very soon, but we have to make it to floor B3 first. Underground Monster Boxing Championship. No, this is the only one where we have a 3 fight. Oh, Mushroom itself is in Tile Room GT. Silver's at Mushroom would be great. Interesting. It's not doable, but it's certainly like worse for Freddy to do because Freddy doesn't have the Freddy just doesn't have flute to make it so easy. That's harsh. Oh, one. Steal the key. Yeah, steal the key. We're probably gonna see like I'm gonna guess like a 303-ish for Freddy, because it's just boss rush from here. Plus the little extra Torian fight. Yeah, we got one mushroom here, so no matter what, you can actually find every single check here aside from... Like, you can do Mimic Cave too. But if you're in Go mode, you're not doing Mimic Cave. You're not doing any of these checks right now. You're just going for it. So I doubt we're going to see silvers. It's almost 11, you know. But, you know, I'm glad that these runners are going strong. I'm glad that the race was going strong. It was definitely close for a while until the hunt for, I want to say it was Ether came on. I feel like the ice play was definitely the play that made the race happen. Freddy, where you going? There you go. There's one. There's two. Alright, you're good. You can do this. Yeah, you're good. You're done. You're almost done the race. You're fine. Laser bridge, check second chest, and you're done. Except he saved a key. So he doesn't even have to do laser bridge. How nice. And here comes a dead Trinex. So Twitch chat and YouTube comments, because I know this will be put on YouTube eventually. Please let me know how you like this. In this corner, we have the Hylian hero, the lightweight flightweight, who managed to beat some of the biggest bass monsters around, Link. And in this corner, we have the tripleweight champion, undefeated Trinex. Round 1 and round 2 are already done, but round 3, fight! And just like that, it's done. Gotta love the gold sword. Pyramid time, so we got the pig demon himself coming up soon. And then after that, then we got Mother Brain, who's just an Eldritch Abomination, really. Futuristic Eldritch Abomination, but still an Eldritch Abomination. And Pig Demon time, armed with a big lance, or a big trident, and with ears as floppy as a bunny's. We got Ganon, fighting against Gold Sword maxed out souped up Link, without silver arrows. So confident he's not even going in at full health, and we know how that can go. We have Gain and Burner, you know. Gain and Burner is much easier. this one? That's one. Hit this two. Nope. Again, being an absolute troll today. What else is new? 2. Or 3? 3. With an extra hit in between. 4 moving to lamp, so we're gonna try for lamp glitch. That's Ooh, just missed. Use fire rod. 1 hit. Oh, worst time for the fire to run out there. 2. At least when I saw. Silver, gold sword makes this easier though. That's another hit. You're almost done. Looks like we got the fire rod. Good. Is that a dead Ganon? No, it doesn't look like it. That's not a dead Ganon either. That might be. As long as the fire doesn't run out, it might be a dead Ganon here. I apologize, by the way. If I'm mumbling, please let me know. I'm saying that might be it. As long as the fire doesn't run out, we might have a dead Ganon, and we have a dead Ganon G in the chat, everybody. Anybody G in the chat? Single G, not a double G yet. We still got Escape and Mother Brain to do. We're not quite done the game yet, but we're getting close. Getting close. And it looks like we're just about finished here. We got, well, a lot of health refill to go. It's gonna take a while. Speedrunner's worst nightmare is having to refill at this station because it fills up all the way. And slowly. Save a game. Oh, you don't have to ever do it again. And we're going to Turian. Alright. We have one more runner going to Turian right now, and that is going to be the end of this stream once that happens. Once we're done Turian, do a quick interview and call it a go, and call it a day. Alright, that's half the battle. We do have enough ice and ammo to make it comfortably through Mother Brain without having to fire a charge shot till stand-up glitch. We even have power bombs if we want to use those against the Metroids instead of the super missiles to save those too. Yeah, it's a little bit easier just to use the super missiles here and ice rod if you can. You have power bombs, use them. Alright, that's one floor done. Now for the shaft. We got just about. That's some dead Metroids. Nice invincibility from the screw attack there helps us get through nice and quickly. Alright, and it looks like we're about to hit the 3-hour mark right before Mother Brain. Yep, just gonna take everything off so we can take as much damage as possible before Metroid shows up, because that's what makes it easier for us to get out quickly. Phase 1 down. Two phase left to go. One of which is scripted, one of which is not. That's a dead brain, which means we're about to have an escape sequence. Get your GGs ready in chat. Give us a few seconds and we'll get them. We're almost done. Almost done with the time of 3:06 43. We got its finisher. Put your GGs in the chat for Freddy and 3K. I'll see y'all. That is the end of the race, everybody. Alright. Everybody, that is the end of our game tonight. And unless Freddy pops in very soon, will stick around for a little bit longer. But we have our daily race for Link to the Past on Speed Gaming 6, a Super Mario Bros. 3 any% Warpless tournament on Speed Gaming 3, and many, many more on our various Speed Gaming channels. Thank you all for joining me. I'm KR. And this was Super Metroid Zelda 3 Speedrun Randomizer Race. Alright, we'll see you guys next race. I believe that will be tomorrow at noon, so we'll see you then. See you next mission, everybody.